My girlfriend gave my best friend a BJ. For F's sake. My girlfriend, best friend, and I are a trio of some sorts. We're really close and my best friend Toby has been with me since middle school. We're all 20. I've been with my girlfriend for 3 years and never imagined her doing something like this. She was shy, she was uncomfortable with intimate experiences and I was her first. Now she comes to me yesterday bragging about how she gave Toby a gawk. I was ducking appalled. She told me she wanted to date both me and Toby at the same time. That we both fulfilled her needs and Toby was okay with it. I never screamed so ducking loud in my life and I think my voice is hoarse. I blocked her and Toby everywhere, then they started calling my mom trying to explain that my GF and I were in an open relationship. I never saw this ducking coming. We three were very close but I didn't expect her to duck him. How could I miss the signs? Edit, this post is getting traction so might as well keep you all updated. My, now ex-girlfriend has sent me a long text from an unidentified number. She told me that she thought I was okay with her ducking Toby because I was fine with Toby driving her home, and apparently no guy would let his girl do that or some stupid crap. She's had a crush on Toby for a year now but now says I'm the one she wants to be with. Ha 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 ha, duck off with that crap. Anyway, I blocked that same number. Also my ex's name is Connie, so make fun of that name as much as you like. Everyone thinks my husband is such a great guy, and I'm desperate to tell them what he's really like. I, 32 female, have been with my husband, 33 male, for 6 years, married for 2. He works with special needs children, and is honestly great with them at work, but I don't think any of his friends or colleagues would recognize the man who returns home. He is incredibly lazy, obsessed with his PC and gaming, and expects me to do everything around the house. I must mention here that I am physically disabled and struggle day to day with keeping on top of things. Due to my disability, I had to stop working 3 years ago and have become increasingly housebound, so I have very little social life independently of my husband aside from internet friends. He knew of my disability when we met, and that it was likely to deteriorate over time. I offered him several outs before we got married and he attends my appointments with me, so he was well aware of the progression that was to come, and was given multiple opportunities to leave amicably. Every time we go out, he is so kind and charming to people we meet. Holding doors for strangers, genuinely interested in the cashier's day, offering to help anyone who is in need, and so on. His friends think he is just wonderful for working with children with special needs and dealing with a disabled wife at home too, and we will often see the children he works with out in public. We live in a small town, and you can tell that they and their parents genuinely think he's amazing. But as soon as we are home, I am a total burden to him. He shuts himself in his office for hours playing computer games, he casually remarks on how little I've got done during the day, etc. Up until today, that was all. I felt useless and worthless and unattractive, but he didn't punch walls or hit me or destroy my property. Until today. I've been exhausted and in pain all day, and asked him to do the laundry because I didn't think I could manage it. He said no, that he'd been at work all day and was tired, and to avoid yet another who has it worse battle, I just sucked it up and got on with it. I am usually really diligent at checking his pockets because he is prone to leaving things in there when he puts things in the laundry basket. Well, today I didn't, and in his pocket was his vape, which obviously no longer works. As it was evening by this time, the vape places were all closed and he was getting increasingly stressed due to the lack of nicotine, taking it out on me because I didn't check his pockets. I snapped and told him that maybe next time he can check his own pockets or do his own damn laundry, because I was sick of his shit and how lazy he is at home, and how his games and gaming buddies are his biggest priority aside from keeping up his public image of being such a nice guy. So he smashed up our TV. The outburst of anger from him initially was met with my reaction of absolute fury, because seriously, what the crap? Well, that pissed him off even more and he smashed some plates and drinking glasses. At this point I broke down and had the worst panic attack I've had possibly ever. So many people think he's such a great guy that I honestly think they'd think I was lying if I told them the truth. I'm so scared of him, and feel so trapped because I just don't know how I would cope physically or financially on my own. It's so tempting to just bring him down and send out the photos I took of the destruction to everyone who thinks he's so wonderful, and tell everyone that they've been fooled because this is the side they don't see. But I'm too scared to do that, so instead I'm writing it here on a throwaway account because I just needed to tell someone. I, male 26, broke up with my girlfriend, 24 female, because she wouldn't end the friendship with her male best friend. Throwaway because her and her female friends know my main Reddit account. I know the title sounds bad, but hear me out. My girlfriend and I started dating 2 years ago, and when we started dating we both had friends of the opposite gender. I had a female best friend and she had a male best friend. Let's call my female best friend L and her male best friend M. Me and Elle were good friends since high school. For the most part our friendship was playing COD together because she was really good at it, and sometimes we hung out. The only physical touch we had was a little hug as a greeting, which is important later. But when I started dating my girlfriend she felt uncomfortable with us playing COD and hanging out together, and she asked me to end the friendship. Since I loved her I did. I never really had a problem with her having a boy best friend, as I don't feel insecure if other guys are around. But I do have a problem if she treats them like she's their girlfriend. Once when I came home M was there watching TV and she was making food for him. That's something she never did for me. But I brushed it off as just hospitality. Even though she then went and hugged him while I stood in the entrance door, and the only response I got was a simple "Hi, you're back already?" I talked to her and told her that I do not like it when it's that close and it makes me uncomfortable. At the time she seemed to understand, but only a few days later I came home from work and he was there again. This time it was way worse. They cuddled while M played on my PlayStation and he literally gave her a kiss on her forehead. She never even tried to pull away and she was in his arms and offered him to play with her. This was something she never offered me. In fact, she wouldn't even allow me to play while she's around. I asked what the FCK he thought he was doing and she answered that it's just normal behavior and that I should calm down. But I wasn't having it. I got angry and threw him out. We had a huge argument. The worst we ever had, where I told her that she exactly knew I wasn't comfortable with her doing this with him, and I told her that I want her to either end her friendship with him or I'm gonna break up. She then accused me of being a controlling freak and attacked my masculinity for being fragile. I had enough and threw her out of the apartment, which was mine BTW. And now I constantly get spammed by her and her female friends, and they call me an asshole and several other things I won't mention here. I'm thinking about if I might have overreacted, but on the other hand I think I did the right thing. I also think about getting into contact with Elle again. Update. So I appeared at Elle's house and when she opened the door she was confused. I apologized for cutting her off and asked if she can forgive me. I explained what happened and when I was done she went, "Dude, you're such an idiot. Of course we're fine, but if you ever fall for a girl like that again I'll slap some sense into you," and we started laughing. And then she hugged me. Thank goodness that she took it so well. So yes, we're friends again. Thank you for all your comments.